Now, Commitment 2020, questions for the candidates. We asked the candidates for the 8th Congressional District, does the United States need to change policy when it comes to Russia and China?
I think that for far too long in matters of national security and in allowing China to really pillage U.S. technology whenever a U.S. company goes to China and wants to do business in that country. There's been outright theft and espionage conducted against U.S. businesses to gain those technologies. The Russians as well have used cyber intrusions not only against businesses but also against democracy itself. So we've got to be much tougher. I know that President Trump has been really soft on Russia, and I don't know if he just aims to have a business relationship with Putin after he's done being president, but certainly I think we should be tougher on Russia than we have been, and tougher on China than we have been as well. And that goes with not only our commercial policy and trade policy, but also our national security efforts as well. As the chairman of the Subcommittee on National Security, I see huge gaps in where we are right now in our dealings with China and Russia versus where we need to be.
Insofar as the United States currently has a coherent policy regarding Russia and China, yes, it will require some diplomatic reworking. During the Trump presidency, I happened to live and work overseas in China for about a year and a half, teaching at a few different schools there, many different subjects, including economics, American history, American government, English, leadership, and I think that was it. So yeah, we should approach China as if they're a rival, an opportunity, and a threat. And we need them, and we need Russia, to work together with the United States and the rest of the countries of the world in order to combat climate change. And this gets at a lot of different complicated things that we don't really have time to unpack fully in this limited amount of time. So I would urge all of you watching to visit my website, LOCKED2020.com, LOTT2020.com, to see a little bit more on what I have to say here. It's very important that all of the state actors of the world are engaged cooperatively in good faith in order to build solutions for the future. So yes, we always need to be fixing, tweaking, and improving our relationships with these countries as they themselves are in a state of flux and change as well.
Check out the Commitment 2020 section of the WCVB app or WCVB.com for election news and voter resources.